Well, back home again, the state government is demanding the consumer watchdog set up an inquiry into petrol prices. A summit has tried to determine why Queenslanders, especially those in the regions, often pay more at the pump. Simon Cullen reports.
In Brisbane, petrol prices are at record lows.
It's paydays today, so I quickly came down. I was like, yay, it's cheap, it's cheap.
The price is fantastic. It's so cheap to be able to drive around.
But in regional Queensland, it's a different story. In Cairns and Townsville, drivers are paying about $1.20 a litre. Further down the coast, the price drops to about $1.15, and in Longreach and Mount Isa, motorists are forking out more than $1.20 at the Bowser.
Well, I think we're getting blatantly ripped off and the government is so weak because they're getting their cut out of it.
Someone needs to have a good look into it and find out exactly what on earth's going on. And the sooner they do it, the better, I think.
The RACQ shares their frustration.
We've had a lot of conversation around fuel prices, but not a lot of action over the years, and we think it's time now for action.
The government's solution? To call a petrol price summit.
This is a very important issue for Queenslanders.
For more than 2 hours, government officials, motoring groups and the major fuel companies met behind closed doors to try to work out what's going on, although there was an acknowledgement that regional prices are often higher.
That's simply because they're smaller markets, they're a lot more isolated, and there's different levels of competition in those markets.
The irony of today's summit is that it comes at a time when petrol prices are at 10-year lows. And despite the tough talk from those attending the meeting, there's very little the state government can do to keep prices down. Instead, it's hoping the consumer watchdog will take up the case.
We want that pressure, we want that scrutiny here. We just want the same fair go as other states when it comes to buying fuel at the Bowser every day.
The ACCC hasn't yet decided where its next fuel inquiry will be, but says it's aware of the community concern in Queensland.
We've started the engine when it comes to cheaper prices in Queensland, but we haven't got down that road too far yet.
It seems there's still a long drive ahead. Simon Cullen, ABC News, Brisbane.